welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna do another scary story video. Don't know how I did in the last video because I have not posted it 'cause it's the same day. It's a different blanket. Don't touch me. So before we begin, grab yourself a blanket, grab yourself some food, grab yourself something to drink. So I'm doing 5 stories from the same subreddit called Creepy Encounters. And the first story is about Walmart. If you don't know Walmart, there's 2 kinds. There's the normal grocery store Walmart, but most people have been to Supercenter Walmarts. This one takes place in a Supercenter Walmart. If you don't know what miscellaneous things are, which people have gone their lives not knowing, miscellaneous would be like from cat food to like clothing, like stuff like that. So let's get started. This one is called 6 a.m. Walmart Creep. Walmart Creep. This just happened. I woke up pretty early this morning, so I decided to get a leg up on the day. I quickly washed up and headed to Walmart. I had got there 10 minutes before they opened, so I spent a few minutes driving circles around the parking lot, debating which side I wanted to park on. I parked in the center of both entrances. Walking around Walmart, I heard a wolf whistle when I was in the hair section. I looked around but only saw workers stocking the shelves. They were in their conversation, so I know it wasn't them. I carried on. This is a Supercenter Walmart. It's pretty big. The hair section is on the opposite side of the food section, so I crossed through a bunch of miscellaneous aisles, grabbing a few different things along the way. When I arrived to the dairy section, I heard the whistle again. This time, I ignored it. Again, they whistled. I went to another aisle and I heard the whistle once. I was about to move on to the next. The store wasn't completely empty, but I just could not see who was doing it. I last heard the whistle when I was in the last aisle of the food section. I didn't bother to look. I checked out, and before leaving, I grabbed my knife and had my keys in my hand, along with my pepper spray and these pointy knuckle rings locked in my fingers. So we've heard of the brass knuckles. It's like that, but they have spikes, so if someone was talking to you, it would really, really hurt. If you did not know what that was. I threw my shit in my car, and on my way to the general store, I heard the whistle and saw car lights turn on. I continued into my car and I was about to take my mask and beanie off, but figured it'd be smarter to keep it on. He drove slow by me, peering into my car, trying to get a look at my face. This dude was a psycho because I walked around Walmart in my beanie and mask on. I had a hoodie on as well. This dude literally saw nothing of me and was following me around Walmart, whistling. So, there are several comments. One said, ugh, so creepy, I'm glad you're safe. One commented, some guys are really desperate and it doesn't matter what you're wearing. This one commented, I work at Walmart and corporate has a strict no sexual harassment policy. If you encounter the same weirdo in Walmart again, don't hesitate to get management involved. They will make him leave. So yeah, that was 6 a.m. Walmart creep. So this creep could not see who this person was, whether it was a female or a guy. Didn't know. Sat there. I think what they mean by the wolf whistle, I'm guessing it's the sound. It's called a cat whistle as well. Cat calling whistle. So I'm guessing that's what it means by wolf whistle. I really don't know. So the next creepy story is called Stayed at a Friend's. Only one there. Tap, tap, tap. My goal is not to the lights. We'll see how I do. In my early 20s, I was staying with a friend in Northern California. Lake County, like Decino area, if I mispronounced it. First night I get into my town, my friend picks me up and we make the trek to his house. As soon as we get there, he gives me the tour. 2-story house, probably 5-bedroom from what I can remember. As he shows me the guest room in the basement, a look comes over his face. A look came over his face. Okay, it looks like it's been ransacked, he says. I've got no clue. We talk about it, but he just brushed it off. So I decided to sleep on the couch. He had to drop his friend off at the airport early, 5 a.m. the next morning. So I sleep in and wake to a scratching sound coming from the window. I lay there for a few minutes just listening. It's obviously something at this point in my boxers. I don't really how to use my boxers. In my boxers, I decide to investigate. That's when I see a figure with a crowbar trying to pry the kitchen window open. No landline, no cell phone. The blinds are open, so I have to sneak into my friend's room, having to go through the kitchen. He had a sliding glass door, the open right to the second-story balcony where the kitchen window was. I'm looking frantically for anything to defend myself with, and notice a samurai sword. Great picture. I can see this about to go. So here I am in my underwear with the sword, hiding behind a tapestry he used as curtains for the slider doors, sizing the guy up at 8 a.m. That's when I hear the window give and pop open. No choice, I step out, ripping the slider door open. Sword drawn, ready to go. Last samurai on this guy. He was so shocked. Must have been watching the house. He knew my friend was gone, but since I had got in late, he didn't know I was there. He stumbled and fell down the steps, jumped the railing, and ran. My friend had flower pots on the railing. I tossed, nearly hitting him. The only proof I had was one of the guy's tennis shoes had come off in the chaos. I can just imagine this guy in his boxer. See. So, something tells me this guy has been in there before, but it looks like it's been ransacked. I have a lot of questions, but okay. To the comments. This person commented, "You've got yourself a thief, Cinderella. You just need to go around town and see who fits those tennis shoes, then alert the police." And the OP comment, "Pretty sure it was one of the neighbors. I got a good look of the suspect." Oh, you fudged. You are fudged. Come on, further. Glad it's enough to deter a crime. Would hate to read about you having to use it. A sharp one could take the arms right off with a single swing. Yeah, samurai swords are sharp as. So, if someone was coming at me with a samurai sword, I would just sit there. My life died. I'm out. OP commented, "It was a dull blade, one you put on the mantle for show, but it was longer than a crowbar if you wanted to dance." That is true. Okay, another one commented. "Getting caught by a man in his boxers with a sword. I'd be freaked out as well if I was him, LMAO. Glad you're okay. That was ballsy of you," OP commented. "I had options. He comes in the window. I run out the door, LOL. But once I got a good look of him, he didn't strike me as a hardened criminal. He looked to be about my age. Reminded me of the blonde kid from Bad Santa grown up, LOL." This is a good laugh. Okay, let's go on to the next creepy, scary story. Okay, now I see why he put it in my boxers. there's some things like that's TMI, and I should know I overshare a lot. So this story is called Creepy Dog Walk. I was walking my 2-year-old terrier pup. It was like 4 p.m., so fairly light and others around. A car pulled up on the opposite side of the road, and a woman gets out. Nothing unusual until she quickly crosses the road and comes up behind us. Opposite direction than the car was going. Now my dog's only small and looks like a puppy from a distance. However, she's spooked easily and fairly protective. She turned around and starts growling at this woman. I pulled her into me and let this woman pass us. She starts walking very slowly in front of us. I turned and noticed the car that she got out of is still pulled up as she now walks in the other direction. I hold back with my girl and waited until she has to make some distance. I see the same car turn around and picking her up further down until the quick shortcut and got home. Not sure if she A, thought my dog was a puppy until she got closer to that she's older, or if B, they thought she was a male as she had a blue harness and realized closer to that the dog had no balls. Either way, this was very creepy. Glad my girls got some attitude and growled at her as I think it made her walk on by. One commented, sounds like they were absolutely going to steal your dog. Mine is a service dog and there are laws about them, but holy still. Obi commented, that's what I thought. She's so sweet and innocent too, except when she's growling at people. But they would have to get through me first, as I would let her go easily, but still, it's terrifying. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure they're trying to steal your dog. And I'm pretty sure both. Like, one, it wasn't a puppy, and two, it wasn't a male. Most people prefer male dogs. Don't know why. Glad nothing happened. On to the next story. This one, okay, it says, make sure to always lock your doors. Make sure to always lock your doors. 23-year-old guy here. I live in a pretty safe neighborhood and usually always lock my doors. Last night, I apparently didn't. It was not too long after I had taken my dogs out for the last time and was turning off the TV and lights when one of my dogs started growling. Not too weird since he sometimes does that when people walk by the house. He only does it to certain people, not everyone. I then heard the front door open and someone walk in. My dog then started barking. My other dog, who loves all people, came running from the other room to greet our guest. At the same time, I was reacting to what was happening and went, who are you? Standing in the hall was a guy in his mid to late 20s. He was skinny and tall. Oh wait, I don't think I'm in the right place. He generally seemed confused. I replied with, hell no you aren't. Please get out. He apologized and said he was coming to hang out with a friend and just accidentally went to the wrong place. I asked him what house he was looking for, and he said a number that was just a few couple number off from mine. He apologized again and left. He seemed nice and not creepy, but I was still kind of spooked. This morning I was ready to laugh the whole thing off. I was planning on telling a neighbor, a couple in their 30s, what happened. I don't know them all too well, but we have talked before. Luckily I caught with one of them when I was taking my dogs out. I didn't want to come off like I was mad or scared over what happened, so I casually said, I'm sure he told you about it, but your friend gave me a surprise visit last night. My neighbor gave me this confused look and said, what are you talking about? Your friend, he walked into my house last night thinking it was your place. My neighbor was quiet for a second and then said, I don't want to alarm you, but I have no idea what you are talking about. He didn't have a friend over last night. A lot of they're all kind of like I had a similar story. your doors. But even then, he was getting ready to go to bed. At least before you go to bed, double check your locks. One person said, WTF, that's really creepy. Yeah, it truly is. Okay, here we go. Getting to the good comments. Ones that aren't stories. Oops. Yeah, always lock your doors. I don't care how safe your area is or how remote. It takes one time to prove that wrong. Drug addicts, serial killers are all opportunistic. An open door is a welcome mat to them. Don't be stupid. Lock your doors. Yeah, a lot of people like this happened to me once. So just be careful. Let's move on to the next story. That should be a good lesson. Lock your doors and double check. Yeah, this one seems weird. My bear was gonna say it. So the title's called She Was Dead and I Didn't Even Know It. Okay. Well, 5 years ago, I was living at home with my parents and my twin brother was there too. Every morning at about 7 a.m., we would both head out for a run. We had mapped out this giant loop that we would run. To make it a bit of a competition, we would run it in one direction. My twin would run it in the other direction. That way we could run and stay focused. Part of this loop was on the main street of the city my parents lived in. On this main road, there were these shady apartments kind of hidden by a bunch of trees. The direction I was running, the view of these apartments was obscured by a giant hedge bush, and I couldn't see the apartments until I was right in front of them. Out of my peripherals, I see a woman standing among the trees staring at me. I immediately get the chills and do not turn to face her because I didn't want to be rude, so I run on and forgot about this a few minutes later. I passed my twin and about 10 minutes later, he's going in the opposite direction as I. I got home, my twin isn't back yet, so I go about the rest of my morning routine, including taking a shower. Get out of the shower and my twin hasn't come back yet, and I'm starting to get a bit worried. An hour after I had gone home, he's still not back, and I call him. He tells me he's on his way back and he has something he needs to tell me and my parents. He finally gets home and tells us that as he's running in front of these apartments, he saw a woman hanging. I was about to skip over there, but he saw a woman hanging from the trees in front of his apartments. As soon as it's obvious he's seen her, a man comes sprinting from the apartments, wailing and screaming, "No, I can't believe she did this," and grabs her body and lays on the ground and starts performing CPR. It's obvious he is her husband. My brother calls the local police and they dispatch an ambulance and police officer. My brother has to stay for questioning and a witness report and all the jazz. He is obviously troubled by it since he was going the opposite way that I was running. He didn't have a hedge obscuring his view and got a straight-on view of this woman hanging there. It's still hard for me to believe that the woman I saw staring at me out of my peripherals was dead the entire time. It's not done yet. I do find it very sketchy that his husband came running out as soon as it was obvious that someone had discovered the body. That is a bit too convenient, if you ask me. But I don't want to say this man killed his wife without any evidence. My brother is never followed up with by the police, leading me to believe the death was a suicide. I still can't fathom that if I would have turned to face this woman, I would have discovered her about 20 minutes earlier than my twin, and it deeply troubles me that I didn't. Yeah, I am in the comments. It says, whoa, this is totally creepy. This one says, my initial reaction is this. For the husband to be possibly the perpetrator of her hanging, he would have to be an Olympic athlete. It's quite difficult to maneuver a body into a position to be hung. Especially, another one says especially live. Then another one said, and in broad daylight. Honestly. It's okay, so the OP did comment again. His account was deleted, sadly. Thank you. I now realize I worded my post to make it seem like I am still experiencing guilt, but that's not the case. I just run through all the factors that went into play to make it so my brother was there on the one to find her rather than me. I don't live in that area anymore, but I did grow up in that area. Yes, drugs are a problem. It is not common for public suicides like that, which is why it was so shocking for my brother to die. Kind of creepy, so yeah. Let me turn the light so you can see me better. The last one's definitely creepy. But I'm sorry, he says, out of my peripherals, I see a woman standing among the trees, staring at me. Wouldn't you have seen her neck? I don't know. Anyways, it's gonna be that's the end of the video. So if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like or a thumbs up. If you're not yet subscribed, please subscribe and turn on the bell notification. If you found this video really creepy, let me know down below. I have the creep actress happening, like, that was creepy. And with that being said, I'll see y'all in the next video.